We'll see how it goes. But got a little notebook here. Since this is my first time at this mic, I figured I was gonna just do some easy ones for you guys, just to get the feel of it, see if you guys are responsive to my kind of weird humor. But it's just a jumping off point though, just trying to get my feet wet with you guys. So we'll start with a few weird things I got. You guys are doing music here, I love that. I produced an album myself. I produced an album in my bed. It's mostly covers. Some sheet music. It's pretty good, don't sleep on it. I'll tell you what. And I realize these are all blanket statements, but it's also pillow talk though, you know what I mean? If you're into that kind of thing, so.
Kind of sexy.
Although if you ask the women I've been with, they say I do not make beautiful music in the bedroom, so. Not a lot of good production there, I have no records, so. Also, I went to launch my boat, went down to the water, and there's an A dock and there's a B dock. I don't know if you guys have been down to the water. I didn't know which one I was supposed to launch from. I was very confused. It was a paradox. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't figure it out. I'm glad you guys did. But, holler at your buoy, buoy or buoyancy if you like that one more. Whichever one you like, whatever floats your boat, that's fine. You guys getting a sinking feeling yet? Anybody? That's all right. Well, let me float this. What about a movie about my boat? It won't be too dirty. There will be some motorboating, though. Clearly. Yeah, exactly. And if you think the movie about my boat sounds interesting, just wait till you see the trailer. Exactly. All right. Well, I got caught stealing some TNT. Some dynamite.
You were 5?
Yeah. Well, no. I thought it'd be a blast. Yeah, exactly. I got some charges though. I know this joke blows. It's true. Yeah. Well, usually explosion jokes get a bigger pop. I'll admit. This one is a dud though. At least I'm lit. I'm my own worst enemy. That's a deep cut. I don't know if you guys know that one. Also, was driving out here and I changed the voice on my navigation to a female. She sounds very hot, way out of my league, clearly. And she drives me wild, I gotta tell you. Yeah. I'd be lost without her, that's for sure. I'll admit, though, I'm not sure where things are going with her. She's the one that knows that kind of stuff, So, I thought we were getting pretty serious, that's pretty rough, I'll admit that. But no, she left me. Apparently I turned her off, Yeah. And now you can see that without navigation, it's easy to go too far. I think I've done that. And continuing that, we'll go with this. I had 2 kidney transplants, both from my second cousin on my mother's side, twice removed. Twice removed, exactly. I know, I wasn't sure how to operate that joke. It's true. Or I wasn't sure about the jokes operation. Same thing, you get it. I was hoping I'd have you in stitches. And actually, truth be told, I do perform at hospitals before surgeries frequently. My name's Brandon, if you didn't know. They call it Brandnesia, because my jokes will put you to sleep. So, Brandnesthesia, whatever, you get it. Here, this will get worse too, watch this. Bruce Lee has a father.
He's right there.
He's behind you.
Apparently, yeah, Bruce Lee has a father, apparently. He also has a mother, apparently. Yeah, and when you get the both of them together, it's too apparently obvious this is a terrible joke. But that's all right. I figured I'd take a Jackie chance on it, you know what I mean? But I'm a kung fool. What do you want from me? Also was trying to figure out how rich people, get hold of the servants, but nothing rings a bell. I wasn't really sure. So, and I will admit too, this is true. I went skydiving. Some of that stuff wasn't true. Big surprise. But this is true. I went skydiving. Skydiving is very expensive. Oh, I'm right on the mics. Nice. Skydiving is very expensive. It's not free falling. It's kind of spendy. I had to drop a lot of cash to do it. You know what I mean? I did it with my friends. We did it together. I was pretty nervous. I kind of wanted to bail out on the whole thing, But we did do it. We went through it. It was really cool too. If skydiving was a woman, I'd say that I fell for her, you know. She had my heart. So, and it proved how down to earth I am, you know, in the process. So, and don't worry, I can drop these all day, you guys. I got these. Shoot, right? Or why do they call it? Why don't they just call it a drop cloth? You know, same thing. But we did this at a bachelor party in Vegas, though. That's where we did the skydiving, right outside of Vegas. But it was a risky decision. But since it was a bachelor party, it wasn't the most risky decision getting made. You know, the guy was getting married. Clearly, far more risky. So, in fact, it's not even a punchline. It's not funny. They're divorced now, so gamble didn't really pay off there. I got to work on a joke for that one. But so it's funny though. We were going up in the plane to jump out, and we're getting this turbulence in the desert. These hot air pockets will rise, and the plane gets in it, kind of drops a bunch of stuff. And one of the guys was getting sick, and the guy who was the instructor guy, he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. This happens all the time." And I'm like, "Worry? What's the worst that's going to happen? We're going to have to jump out of the plane? I mean, we're already doing that anyways. We're all wearing parachutes, you know. So worry about the airplane, buddy." That's what I told him. So, and then, you know, in hindsight too, for this set, some of these jokes landed. Some of them fell flat on their face. But, like I said, it's just a jumping off point. So, thanks guys. I'm Brandon.